light and dark. It is said there are types of souls that enter this realm, who try to help create the mental and physical landscape around us and influence it in a good way. But on the flip side of that, it would stand to reason that there would also be what we would call bad souls too, the light and the dark at the same time, counterbalancing each other, but ultimately won't want to share that landscape. The idea for this came from a number of places, one of them being Dolores Cannon and her ideas on indigo and star children, ones born who carry something different, a special type of light and knowledge that is necessary for its time. But what if some of them weren't actually able to make it through? If you believe in reincarnation or soul recycling, then you may just say they try again, if you do indeed get another chance. So my thought wandered to how you might trap that soul instead, and came to that wondering by seeing pictures of what is claimed to be a before and after of an infant, having had a wellness visit and injection of mandated healthcare. The difference in the eyes was noticeable, and after was missing a certain light and either didn't make it or lived a restricted or disabled life thereafter. When I think of all the talk surrounding what we have been allowing to be put right into our bloodstreams and what they have destroyed, tainted, corrupted and stopped from being is quite an awful realisation. But makes perfect logical sense, and after reading Brave New World years ago, did think they would try to use toxic substances to help to dumb people down, mostly by way of food, water and prescriptions that people willingly take. But if you wanted to guarantee that you would mess with that system before it even has a chance to fully form, you interrupt the gestation process, or taint the system's functionality upon arrival, never giving them the chance to grow up and have a normal life. And if they do by some miracle escape that initial corruption, they have it at key points along the way. An experiment, but a big one, goes into some of the background work they did to people on the side, as it were, which came out in later years as scandals. And often the people are so shocked that they don't then think that whatever they have revealed will only be the half of it. And behind that there will be another program with the real intention of it. I did previously think it was just for social control, to make people not so sharp and distracted and steer their life path even more adequately. I should imagine the rogue element of people is most unwanted, and although we do follow patterns and follow the herd as it were, it seems there is something else that is not tolerated perhaps, and is what they seek to eliminate. Free will and choice seem to be a part of it, making people beholden to the system, financially at first, then educationally, and now medically. So, while there have been and are certain indigo children trying to get through, as well as just your normal average ones, are there also the polar opposite? The destructive, uncreative entities, which are the ones working to implement those controls and ensure the suffering they feed on continues and grows. Some people have noticed a lack of soul going on in more than a few. So could it be that they are what we'll call the empties, or what others might term NPC? But when there isn't light, and it's not a void NPC, we have to consider the dark side. We've been warned in many a movie about the dark side and demons. Another point Dolores talked about were walk-in souls and soul contracts, but in a friendly agreed type scenario. But doesn't that sound like what we have with selling your soul and all that? Could it be similar, but for the side of the dark, not light, where you also have a contract and possibly allow a walk-in soul and have agreed to it, but for fame and fortune as the reward, maybe being convinced they are bringing something to the masses, when in reality they are there to take it away. Like the Pied Piper playing a tune and leading a merry dance for others to be distracted, with the pretty lights, shiny colours, music and smiles. But as we know from many fairy tales, what lurks beneath the friendly facade can be something quite sinister and, well, dark.